So, what's with all you new players kicking higher levels when we join your lobbies? If you want to play alone, go private. Okay, so naturally, there's a lot of new players to the game at the moment, and this is not this is not something I foreseen happening because of this. Apparently, new players are kicking higher levels out of lobbies. Maybe they're not 100% sure that, they could be leveling weapons or something. Not that I hate you, but this game resource loading is too long to deal with kicks for no discernible reasons. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point, but this is a odd situation. Let me know in the comments if you've been kicked by lower level players, or if you ran into any noobs recently. It's kind of cool seeing some new players to the game for sure, but there's moments where we've seen new players kind of get in the way as well. But this is backwards. This is new players playing in their sandbox of new player sandbox, and then they're kicking out veteran players, which is kind of funny. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if you've experienced something weird with new players recently. And, yeah, I kind of want to see the reactions to this. Saw this comment on another post when a dude said something along the lines of, when new players join, I purposely lure them into massive hordes and don't help at all. Then take the gen seed and die. Okay, this is, no, that's just toxic. Who hurt this guy? This is the kind of post that gets you jumped in a back alley behind the extreme bowling alley, dog. Wait, the extreme bowling alley, wow. Yeah, that's pretty, that's trolling. That's 100% trolling. That's crazy. Just pick up the gen seed and die. Yeah, that's the way you should spend your time. Don't do this. Holy cow. This happened to me last night. Got kicked by a level 3 and a 4 first game on. I last shut down the PS5 and went to bed. Oh, wow. Okay. They took the L there, I guess. Okay, so honestly, I kind of have a suggestion here. Let's say you have, only a small amount of time. Well, you have time for an operation, but you get kicked and you still feel like playing. Run a game of PvP real quick. There's tons of times where I'm just like, I want to play Space Marines too, but I just don't want to commit to an operation right now. And I just hop onto a game of PvP and have a good time. PvP is still really fun. I just been really enjoying leveling up certain weapons, and operations have been really fun. When I got the game on PC, I pretty much ran PvP up to like 100 hours, something like that. So a lot of these operation runs are kind of new to me as far as, leveling up new weapons and stuff. So yeah, I'm still having a great time on the game, especially on PS5 Pro. I just have to say, dude, the Pro update for Space Marines 2 is probably the best Pro update on that platform at the moment, which is kind of great. This happened to me last night. Got kicked by a level 3 and a level 4. I wonder what difficulty this was on. This has to be on minimal, right? Or even average? Huh. That's kind of interesting. That's still kind of crazy though, but yeah. Yeah, if you wanted to play the game but only had so much time, just run a game of PvP real quick. Do yourself a favor, because that PvP is actually really, really fun right now. One of my closest friends does this to players that are within 15 to 25 levels while he is lower, and his reasoning was, I want to play and fight with players around my level, not to be carried and learn nothing. Huh. That's interesting. You really want to learn? Put the game on average and, private lobby it. Yeah, that'll get you to the point where you're learning very fast. But still, I gotta be honest, you don't have to kick somebody. There's not really a setup that's just going to absolutely obliterate everything where you're not gonna learn anything. For the most part, I can understand, kicking someone level 25 who's using like a relic melta or something. But for the most part, it's very rare. Oh no, grenade launcher players. Grenade launcher players are having a rough time at the moment for matchmaking, it seems. I actually totally get that, and when I'm on lower difficulties for whatever reason, I adjust to the party. If it's a low-level player with low-level weapons, I always go at their pace rather than pushing too far too fast. Yeah, that's good advice. I mean, I think that's just general good advice for team synergy, regardless. And I help just like any good teammate would by without just obliterating everything, especially units or even mobs. The players are already fighting if they're already holding their own. Unless they specifically ask, I won't just carry them. Yeah, I mean, that's fair too, but still, I gotta say, targeting, focusing and targeting down enemies is a part of team synergy. That is definitely something that is actually beneficial to learn, So, I don't know. If a new player is gonna kick you for, focusing down enemies, that's not great. But, I mean, I guess in higher difficulties, they don't really have much of a choice. I noticed this issue when I was lower level and would be charging towards a cluster of units, prepared for a fun, engaging fight, only to have a level 25 tactical with his grenade launcher blow the whole crowd up in 2 seconds, but save one to execute so they could do the same to the next mobs we ran into. Yeah, the grenade launcher can do that. That's like the one point where it's like, yeah, I kind of understand if you're new. But still, I'm trying to level up weapons here. If you're destroying mobs with the grenade launcher, I'm not complaining. Fun for the tactical maybe, but boring for everyone else. That said, I think they shouldn't be kicking over it. It presumes they won't have any team etiquette just based on their level. Yes, that's exactly what I said. I use the term team synergy, but yeah, team etiquette also works. Also just completely ignores any communication they could have had about their issues, preferences. Yeah, this is a good point. I can't believe this is an actual thing. I can't believe new players are actually kicking veteran players just because they don't want to get carried. That's interesting. These new players should just hop on Ruthless and make it a tough time for everybody, right? No, I'm kidding. Don't. New players, just continue kicking people in average and minimal difficulties. That's fine. Got a level 9 tactical yesterday in Ruthless and didn't notice if he had a relic weapons or not, but he done surprisingly well, only with 2 deaths, one from Carnifex. Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, that's not too bad. Level 9 tactical. I mean, he still has the team perk, so that's pretty good. I think it's not the first class he was leveling, so it was fine with me. Yeah, that's like the only way you can justify joining Ruthless below level 15 is if you've played the game a bit already. Like, I have a Vanguard I'm leveling right now. I'm using the Oculus. Very, very good. Very, very, very fun. But I have like a Relic Neovolkai pistol, so I'm getting ready for Ruthless. I don't join Ruthless until I get a team perk. You know what I mean? Get your team perk and then go to Ruthless, and then that's fine. Well, that's fine if you have experience with the game. Also, shout out to the Bulwark in our team who healed me for almost 0 to full after said Carnifex and who healed that tactical later. You're all doing God Emperor's work. Would be nice. Would be nice. A handful of Bulwarks I've been queuing with have not been doing stuff like this, but that's still fine. That's still fine. I'll take the banner. Any sort of banner is fine with me. I think the banners are cool, but yeah, naturally I'd want them to heal me as well. I got a mix when I play with randos instead of my usual squad. Either it's someone new to the game absolutely ecstatic to have an experienced player with them and even show them some tricks, or I instantly get booted following some remark like, oh, F this guy, he's level 25, boot him. What? Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. To be fair, if you're level 25, you should be playing on Ruthless anyway. Ruthless isn't really that difficult when you have like a full spec'd out character. But, I mean, yeah, I can also see, just joining average, just trying to play with new players. I should try this. I should try to join some new player games to see exactly the experience happening, See if I can get kicked. That would be kind of funny. Regardless, let me know in the comments your experience with new players recently because of Christmas and, of the likes, the holidays, new players are getting onto the game. Yeah. Thanks for watching.